Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages I get from Spirit and from all of us who are on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine matches, vibrational matches in this lifetime. And I'm going to do a quick energy read because I was just led to do one. So I have been listening, and I'm also going to put a recommendation for a podcast. And the podcast is with a guy called Rich Roll and a guy called Colin O'Brady, who is an American guy who has crossed Antarctica. And when I pulled the cards, I was just doing the cards when I was listening to the podcast. And there are so many synchronicities in this podcast. The biggest one is that I've just been led to read letter 77 from the Divine Love Letter books, which are all channeled messages that I do. And at the end of this podcast, after numerous different synchronicities, but at the end he said he pushed through a 77 mile, he just went flat 77 miles to finish it at the end. And the name of the podcast is Doing the Impossible. So I'm going to put that podcast, the link to that, along with this video, because it's another sign from the universe to say that if you think you can't do it, then you've got to keep going and to believe in the impossible. And the podcast is called Doing the Impossible. So it was just perfect. Right, so what I'm going to go through is the energies, what's going on in the divine counterpart's headspace, heart space, what they're wanting, and the same for us. And then also guidance from the Moonology deck, and also native animal spirit deck, and the Working Your Light oracle as well. So, right, straight away, I'm going to go through it. And so basically, for the union, it is believe in the impossible, and also the white buffalo. The white buffalo has come through a number of times. So this is the white buffalo coming through again. And notice that it's on snow. So the white buffalo is like literally feel yourself turning into the white buffalo, the strength, the power, everything that comes, and it is a very sacred animal. So, right, I'm going to go straight into on the divine counterpart side. So basically, what they're thinking about is wanting to come out of the gate and come out of the boxes of their life. Right, so everything that they're chained up to. So the butterfly of transformation here is outside. They hold the sacred key around their neck, and they're just looking forlornly out, right? The other thing is the energy for the entire read is around walking away from things. So it is about closing the gate on the past and wanting to move more and more into the light. You know, notice that on both of these, they have the gates. So a big message that I've been getting recently is about the door. And for 2018, I was shown that, you know, what's happening with 2018 is, and the energy is that there's a doorstop in front. The door's open, but there's a doorstop there. So it's partially open, a bit like this gate. And now for 2019, the gateway, the doorstop has been taken out. So the energy is completely open. So it means that all of this light energy can come flooding in, which when that happens, then that increases our awareness to the journey. It increases our link to that cosmic heart. It opens up our spirit into our physical body. It opens up our connection. And so that's why what's on their mind is wanting to have the transformation, because when that happens, you know, it's happening all around, and therefore it's like pulling them towards wanting a different life. And the reason why, because at the heart of them is they have this third eye awakening, which is, and also it's Archangel Metatron. Metatron is the archangel that wrote all of the Akashic records. The Akashic records are literally a record, an energetic record of every single universal truth, and the truth of you and your twin, all of your past, present, future, everything. And so Metatron is also really powerful in terms of like the grid system, working with grids, and also around basically bringing these twin flames unions into the physical, right? So he's here because it is all part of this third eye awakening, right? Because this is what's at the heart of the divine counterpart. There is this awakening. The energy that they're taking from the union is, again, a crown chakra awakening. So more intuitive information coming through, opening up to their psychic gifts. You know, you have psychic gifts, you share those with your twin. So this is what's at the heart of them that they're taking from the union. Again, this sort of spiritual awakening. Because what they're wanting then, and look at this is the goddess of the moon. You are the goddess of the moon, holding a light for their soul, right? 52 is 7, 7 is the soul. And so you're literally shining a light for them to come home. And so what they're wanting is for all of the secrets to be out, right? They're wanting to be able to shine a light and be able to speak and be the truth of who they truly are. Not hide behind masks anymore, not hide behind the secrets that you know within the basically, you know, because you've got third eye awakening, you know the secret of this love, and what you really want to do is come towards the light. So, because what's the key thing to know for them is here, the key thing to know is that you are right by their side, holding the sacred book of knowledge, and also the transformation. It's also the orange butterfly. If you see here, that was a message from last week. The orange butterfly is about expansion into, you know, the letting go of all of the old energies, old beliefs around sexuality, moving into that transformation to allow sexuality to become sacred again and to really enjoy the experience of that. And that's something that is really key to this transformation, that we're breaking down those old energies. So then what is the guidance, the work your light guidance for the divine counterpart? And it is transformation. So things are changing at a cellular level and deep healing is happening. The moonology guidance for them is it's time to release negativity. So they have been asked to release all the negativity, to transform in this new energy, right? It's really clear that's at the heart of them. There has been this sort of shift in their spiritual truth, right? Their third eye awakening, crown chakra opening, more and more movement into calling in their spirit into their physical body. So the message from the native spirit is Grandfather Sky. So I'm just going to read the message for them. So this is your time to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, vitality, health, healing and passion. These qualities are expanding in your life, and the sky is the limit. You are a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. Your ability to sense energy fields is increasing dramatically. Be prepared to soar to new heights. Right, so that totally backs up this kind of spiritual energy and spiritual awakening that's at the heart of this reading. And at the heart of the reading is this spiritual awakening, which is why what's going on in their heads is walking away from the old, not wanting to be trapped by their old life, wanting to go into transformation and into a new way of living. And then working your light oracle, the guidance for them is to allow transformation to happen because a deep healing is going on. So, really lovely. And then on our side, which is totally in keeping with the other messages that we've had over the last few days, what's on our head is basically to rest. And this message has been coming through so many times. There's been so many messages around, just take a break, you know, just allow this light energy to fill you, because there has been huge like waves of new energy coming through. And when that happens, like with anything, you might get physical illness. I've certainly had so much kind of like sickness and being totally wiped out, getting headaches a lot, just feeling completely zonked out. And it's happening for a reason, because you've got to get rid, you know, if you're filling your body up with more light energy, that takes place of the old energy, right? So, and that is going to be a physical experience. And remember, we're mirroring each other. So they have got this deep healing at a cellular level happening. So do we, right? So that's what's going on in our heads. It's like wanting to be able to take time out, wanting to be able to take on this new energy, and to feel, this is also about feeling at peace, you know, wanting to feel peaceful on this journey, and not all like crazy and up in our heads and thinking about, you know, is this going to happen, is it not going to happen? It's just like, no, I want to have a calm mind. And then what's at the heart of us is this angel of love, that we are holding this big heart out to our divine counterpart. Now, again, as all good mirroring, you would expect, the key thing for us is that the door to spirit is fully open. Again, completely in line with all of the messages that we've been getting recently about the door stoppers being removed. This doorway to spirit is fully open. So you should expect to see expansion in your spiritual gifts, much more awareness of the spirit into the physical, much more awareness of getting messages, telepathic messages, signs of spirit, signs from the universe. I mean, getting bombarded by those, because the doorway to spirit is fully open, right? And then what we're wanting is to basically charge forward to charge forward, because we want to be able to go and speak our truth and be able to be in this relationship, and, you know, to be able to cut through all of the nonsense and to just be this love warrior, right? The love warrior that is here to bring love and light to the planet. And what I can see here is that this goes hand in hand, because this comes with a bit of impatience as well, because we're kind of like ready to go. And then the energy that we're taking from the union is this a bit like we're ready to go, but then we're feeling a bit held back, right? So we've still got this hand has changed, and we're on the outside of this union. But if you look here, look at the cards mirroring, right? The doorway to spirit is open, right? So that doorway is open. This is where spirit is bringing this into the physical. So it's just a matter of time before that comes in, right? And then all of this goes to gold. Because then the guidance for Work Your Light Oracle for us is you're already doing it. So stop overthinking, right? Keep facing your true north, keep facing your heart and trusting. And that is so backed up by the fact that in our headspace we have this rest and rejuvenation, because it's like, you know, just say, backing up this, don't let your mind go crazy. Take that time when you are feeling yourself going off into a tangent of thinking, oh no, this can't happen, and and all of those reasons. It's a time to just take a moment and just go, it's okay. You are on the right path. It's all right. Don't overthink this. The guidance from the Moonology deck is to bring love into the situation. So very much in keeping with the heart card, which is the angel of love, is keep, no matter what is happening, is to keep sending love and keep living in that positive love vibration. Keep putting that out to the universe. You know, where your intent goes, your energy flows. So it's really important to keep, you know, focused on the heart and sending that heartfelt connection out into the universe. So the message from the native spirit is the shapeshifter, which is perfect because we have the ability to shapeshift our lives, right? And look here, the stag, and the stag is always the sign of unconditional love. So the message for us is you can be anything you desire. Let go of attachments to your identity. See the world around you with new eyes. Be malleable. Experiment with different ways of viewing reality and see the point of view of others. If you haven't been able to manifest your dreams, maybe you need to shift the way you see the person or situation. Again, change it up so you're looking through eyes of love, right? And that is a way to shift your energy, shift the vibration. So to deepen your ability to shapeshift, simply imagine that you're an animal, bird, plant or stone. Make it as real as you can. Doing this deepens your ability to shift your beliefs and limiting decisions that perhaps have held you back from fulfilling your highest destiny. And then what's it saying? It's saying, imagine that you're the white buffalo, you know, that strength and that power and that muscle, because that is how you are going to move into believing in the impossible. At the bottom of the deck The grounding energy is the cornucopia. Dreams coming true. There you go. Hope that helps. Take care. Bye.